This is EPSEC's online support program for grade 11 and 12. Let's move towards our slides. The topic of discussion that we have today is adjectives. Adjectives are the words that add more meaning to words noun. They help to make writing and speaking more specific and a lot more interesting. Words like small, big, blue, black, sharp, tall, long, all are examples of adjectives. So let's begin this lesson to learn in detail about adjectives. What is the definition of adjective? Adjective, it is a word that describes or modifies nouns and pronouns in a sentence. It is a part of a speech that tells more about noun and pronoun. It normally indicates quality, size, shape, duration, feelings, contents, and more about a noun and pronoun. The examples we have for adjectives are: I have a black and white dog. Here the words black and white both modify something about dog, so these are called adjective. She is a qualified teacher. Here the word qualified adds some more meaning towards the teacher, so it is an adjective. He is an ambitious student. Here ambitious add more meaning towards the student, so ambitious here is an adjective. What are the kinds of adjective? We are going to talk about qualitative adjective, quantitative adjective, numeral adjective, demonstrative adjective, emphatic adjective, predicative adjective, attributive adjective, interrogative adjective, and absolute adjective. Let's start with qualitative adjective. What is a qualitative adjective? It shows quality of a noun. It answers how. It is also called descriptive adjective of quality. Now, have an example. There is lack of honest rulers in the world. Karachi is a large city. There are many beautiful places in Karachi. Here, the words honest, large, and beautiful are qualitative adjective because it tells the quality of the noun here. How are the rulers? They are honest. How is the city? Large. How are the places? These are beautiful. So these are called qualitative adjective or descriptive adjective of quality. Then we have quantitative adjective. It shows quantity. It answers how much, and it is called adjective of quantity. Example: she ate some rice. We had enough exercise last year. She has little intelligence. Here the words some, enough, and little have been used as quantitative adjective. Numeral adjectives. It answers how many in number. It is also called adjective of number, obviously. She ate many mangoes. He took 5 minutes to carry this task out. Neither accusations is true. So it is obvious that words many, 5, and neither, they have been used as numeral adjectives because they tell here how many. They answer about how many. Now, kinds of numeral adjectives. Definite numeral adjective, indefinite numeral adjective, distributive numeral adjective. What are these? Let's see. Definite numeral adjective. They talk about exact number used as an adjective. It tells us about how many or how much or in what order the noun is. Definite numeral adjectives are cardinal number. Cardinal means numbers used in an amount, and ordinals number used as an order. So look at it. 3 cats ran up the steps. The word 3 is a cardinal number telling us the number of cats. Okay. The third cat was the brown cat. Here the word third is an ordinal number telling us some information about the position of the brown cat, that is it was third in the line. So what are the definite numeral adjective? They talk about number and the ordinal numbers used as an order. Here if you can see, 3 talks about number of the cats and third talks about which one? The third cat. Exactly. Now we have indefinite numeral adjectives. What is it? It is an inexact number used as indefinite numeral adjective. Look at the example. A few cats ran up the stairs. By saying this few cats, Can you tell me that how many cats were there? No, you can't. So was it 3, 4, more? You tell us something about the number of cats but nothing definite. Yes, that is why it is called numeral. It comes under the category of numeral because it talks about the number but it is not definite. So we call it as indefinite numeral. Similarly, some, many, any, several, few, etc. are used as indefinite numeral adjectives because they talk about number but they can't give you definite number. So, distributive numeral adjectives. A single word is referred to all. What is the meaning of this? Let's see. Each cat that ran up the stairs had blue eyes. So, are you getting it? Either pen will do it. The words neither, either and each are used as distributive numeral adjectives because they talk about the whole pack. Here, each cat that ran up the stairs had blue eyes. Whether the number of the cats, like they were 4, 5, 3, 2, 7, 9, all had blue eyes. Demonstrative adjectives. It is used to indicate noun. They are this, that, these, those. This pen is mine. These dogs are hungry. That house was on fire. So these are the adjectives that indicates noun. Those boys are hardworking. Obviously here those are demonstrative adjective. Emphatic adjective. It puts stress on noun. It shows emphasis on noun. It's I saw him with my own eyes. Here look at the emphasis on the nouns, eyes. This is the very boy who violated the college rules twice. Look at the emphasis. This is the boy. No, this is the very boy who violated the college rules twice. Emphasize, stress. The words on and very are emphatic adjectives. Interrogative adjectives. What, which, whose. These are interrogative adjectives. What way should we follow? Which book do you want? Whose pen is this? These all talk about interrogative adjective. Please keep one thing in mind that interrogative adjectives must come before the noun. Look at this. What way? What before a noun? Which book? Which before a book? Whose pen? Whose before pen? That is noun. So interrogative adjectives, they come before nouns. Definitely these words always follow noun. Attributive adjective. This is the adjective which is used with and, please keep this in mind, before a noun. Here is the example. The great student always does the great jobs. So what are the nouns that we have in this sentence? Student and jobs. And look at it. Before student, there is an adjective that is defining noun student, great, and another noun with another adjective, great. So these both adjectives come before a noun, obviously with a noun. So this is called attributive adjective. Predicative adjective. It is a part of predicate in the sentence and it usually comes after a noun, obviously. So she is honest. Here the word honest is a predicative adjective. The rose is red. Obviously red is predicative adjective. Degrees of adjective. Adjective have 3 degrees that compare one thing to another. The 3 degrees of adjectives are positive, comparative and superlative. The comparative and superlative degrees are used to compare between 2 or more subjects or objects. What are these degrees? Number 1 positive, then comparative and superlative degree. Let's discuss these 3 degrees. Positive degree. Positive degree is without comparison. We don't compare, we don't make comparison in positive degree. Words like small, big, strong, dangerous, slim, bright, they all talk about something about the noun, but they don't compare anything here. Great. What is comparative degree? It is achieved after comparison between 2 adjectives. Comparison but between only 2 nouns. That is it. smaller, bigger, stronger, more dangerous, slimmer, brighter, greater. Whenever we have comparative degree, it means there's a comparison between two nouns only. Alright? So what is a superlative degree? It is achieved after comparison of three or more than three adjectives like smallest, biggest, strongest, most dangerous, slimmest, brightest, and the greatest. Absolute adjective. The adjective which does not have comparative and superlative degree, like dead, circular, well. Why do we don't have any degrees with these adjective? Dead. How can we say more thing about dead? He's a dead person. We can't say how much more dead or how the most dead. So dead is the dead. Circular. Circular is circular. So if something is circular, it means it has circular shape. We can't add more circular or most circular with it, as well as with well. Alright? So that is the lesson for today. If you have any question, you have any confusion, you feel free to ask. But it is definitely advised to you. I urge you to go through the slides again to get better understanding of the topic. Thank you so much.